back to the up and down matches. We are in our third set of 3 games here, and things are getting a little bit heated.
Yes, indeed they are. Right now, everything is still fine for most of these players. Alive is in trouble, but he is not out of it yet. We have Hyun in a lead in the group, and the rest of the players, all of them are at 1 win, 1 losses. Here you have it. All of them. Just look at this. MMA, JYP, Hack, and Boom Boom are tied in score. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting series that we are going to have right now. The next 3 games will determine a lot already.
Yeah, they're going to be the ones that start to really push us into who will likely get out of this group, who will stay and who will go up, and who will go down.
Yep. So true. And game number 7. Game number 7 is
Lucky
going
7.
Lucky 7. Protoss versus Terran on Entombed Valley.
Yes. Entombed Valley, not a map where either of these races really take a significant advantage, I would say.
No Zerg player here?
Yep, no Zerg.
Yeah, just to give you a quick overview of what kind of games Euro can expect in in this set. It's JYP versus Hack, Alive versus MMA, and then another mirror match with Hyun up against Boom Boom. And Hyun actually this time, I feel that MMA is one of his strongest opponents today, but he really proved that in the matchup against Terran, he is really looking strong these days. And if later on he is able to take down Alive as well, then suddenly he has a 3-0. If he only defeats the Terran player so far, he's already in a position where he can end up taking this Codes seat. But of course, with merely 3 wins, you're not guaranteed a spot in Codes.
Yeah, not yet, but it does give you a sick lead. Makes you feel good. Makes you feel so good, actually. You're like, I got 3 when someone else has that.
What was that what Hack just did?
I don't know, Hack's
like the wizard, he's like, yeah, magic.
He's got his hood or his collar popped up. He's ready for action here. Got himself a little bit protected on the neck. Stretching out those wrists.
JYP losing to Boom Boom, which was a bit of a surprise to me. He finds himself in the same situation as Hack, a bit awkward, 1 win, 1 loss. Who's gonna take a lead here? Protoss versus Terran and Entombed Valley here at the GSL up and downs with Colin Wolf. He's evil and he's a genius. He starts to the left side of the map in orange. We have the Protoss player who calls himself
Yeji JYP Lady Core.
And he's so far doing decent.
Oh, look at the shirt, the sleeve.
Yeah. He's like a... Oh, that was really interesting.
He's transforming, man. He's becoming this dangerous, this angry panda. We always talk about how he's like this cute, cuddly panda. But when both sleeves are rolled up, my friend, then he's angry. His opponent to the top right is radioactive, you could say. Starting cross position to his opponent. Starting for Startail, it is the Terran called
Startail Hack.
after a nuclear missile.
Yeah. He's pretty good Terran. He's been around a long time.
Yeah.
I would say that he's, you know, with how much he's improved, I'd say he's about on the level of JYP, in fact.
Yeah, the thing is that he's especially good against Protoss. This is what we always talk about, that he is great against Protoss just in general. He lost to Squirtle, but that's not really something that you need to be ashamed of. In the 3rd round of Codes before that, he won against Finale without dropping a single map.
And the game against Squirtle, by the way, was just 2 11-11s back-to-back that failed.
Yeah. So that was a very intense series, but a very short one. You could really see that those 2 teammates were just playing the micro game. But now it's a different scenario. It's cross position, the biggest distance that you can spawn on this map. And I'm interested to see what Hack is going to do. He really likes timings, and that's something that has been the downfall of a lot of Protoss players.
Yeah. I'm looking at JYP's chrono. He's got a lot saved up. That's something that Hack was able to see. He also saw no second gas, and he's going to stick around. He wants to see if it's taken.
Look at this spot for the probe.
Yeah, man. He could actually, if he doesn't see that, he could just make a pylon there. Ah, he sees it. It's actually currently on his vision. That was close, though.
It was really close. Yeah, Probe not even able to scout. It was trying to scout the expansion here. And look at what he's building now. He's actually adding 2 additional barracks.
Yep. 3 barracks off 1 base.
Yeah, we talked about timings. There it is.
And, you know, JYP after his probe was killed used his Chrono Boost on probes rather than on his Warcade research, so it doesn't look like he's going to actually be doing any sort of gateway pressure off of 1 base. Definitely going to be doing a 1 rack or a 1 gate expand, even sending now the probe down.
Also noteworthy is that Hack is not doing this with gas. He has no refinery.
Yeah. You could call this the least refined way of putting on 3 racks pressure.
I guess he can.
And he can expand behind this relatively easily. The Bomber loves to do this 3 racks pressure to try to put that Nexus down while you take the command center. Uh-oh, this may prove to be a problem though, this pressure here. He sees no command center, and that's really important.
Yeah, he sees it, but he also sees the SCV. And in fact, Hack tries to build an expansion right now. Takes down the Harvester with the Zell actually.
And the Zell, yeah, still alive here. And this means the Stalker fights 2 Marines alone. These Marines taking a lot of damage, and that's going to make the pressure a little bit weaker when he wants to move out. Oh!
That is sneaky. That's really sneaky. The bunker, that's brilliant. Moves out with all the Marines that he has.
This could do a lot. He starts his gases in the main as his command center goes down. Bunker is finishing up here.
Yeah, the bunker is definitely going to finish. And here come the Marines. Well, the third base, sorry, not the third base, but the expansion is being built for Hack. And this Nexus is in trouble, especially with the second bunker now also being built, which is still not in vision.
And the Nexus will finish. He won't be able to cancel.
That's bad news.
Now we can see the bunker. He actually could have tried to go up the ramp a little bit, but I think this is the safer and better choice.
With the sentries, that's too much of a risk. Why take this risk if you can just take down the expansion of your opponent?
His own expansion, by the way, is up now. That 1 Marine gets targeted down. Oh, bunker finishes.
Yeah, here we go. Double bunker, no way to save the Nexus. No chance.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do.
He doesn't have the robotics yet, there are no immortals, there's nothing that can break through these bunkers. And Hack is immediately preparing for a counterattack. He knows, okay, well, I might actually have to face a counterattack of my opponent. But yeah, he is going to lose all these Marines. He just doesn't have a chance of getting out of there. So what he's trying to do is just delay his opponent's expansion for as long as possible, while expanding on his own, getting double bunker now at the top right to defend his own command center. And this is a cool position for Hack, even though he's going to lose these units, as long as he makes sure that he is delaying the base and takes down a few units, it's fine.
Yeah, JYP, I think he may just have to get 1 Immortal and go for an attack. Because all these units that are in the bunkers are not going to be able to fight and get back home. Right now, he's not making an Immortal. He is actually, in fact, he was supply blocked. So now he's able to start it and Chrono Boost it.
Yeah, but if you look at the top right, we have now, I think, 2 bunkers at the front for Hack. Yeah, there they are. And he's starting to, well, Stim is halfway done.
Oh, he's actually just going to kill these units right off. Needs to pull back that Zealot. Well,
yeah.
He just decides not to.
Nice
Saved it.
targeting so far. The very nice control by JYP. And as I say it, he loses 1 sentry. Nearly lost another one.
It definitely could have been a lot better there. But he gets these units here for free, basically.
And now his Nexus is so late. If you compare it to Hack, let's have a look at the Harvester count. 33 to 31. Double mule for Hack.
I don't think he should make Nexus. He's making it. I thought he was just going to attack with a second Immortal and try to bust through the front. Making a Nexus here, in this case, even though he killed all those units, it's going to take so long. As you said, it's going to be, in-game seconds-wise, it's going to take another 75 seconds for that Nexus to complete. Then he has to transfer probes down there. The worker count is already not in his favor. He's not able to make 2 probes at a time, whereas Hack can make 2 SCVs, plus the mules he's got, plus the tech he's got with the starport coming out here.
And Hack sees the expansion. He sees the Nexus, and JYP, he has to be really careful, especially with the 3rd bunker now being completed. Stim is done. Stim is done now. He's going for combat shield, and he's even building another bunker. He's playing this super safe. He's like, well, you are not breaking through here. I don't care what you have, what you throw at me. You have no chance of taking me down.
Nice micro on that Stalker, pulling it back. He will get one of the bunkers. Maybe, not quite even.
Yeah, really well done by Hack.
The second Immortal is not available yet.
That's bad news for JYP, even though he's at the same supply. The Harvester count is already in favor of Hack. That's all that he needs. With the additional mules, his economy is much better. And he has this defense. But oh, wow. Grabbing a few units here. Good force
And he salvaged all the bunkers for some reason.
Oh, God.
He doesn't... He has medevacs out, but I don't think that was necessarily the right choice. Yeah, he just immediately restarts one. That may have been a mistake. But either way, JYP turns around, so he's not going to be able to capitalize on it. He didn't see. I don't believe he saw those.
He had an observer. Did the observer? The observer
it was just
missed
too
it.
far back. He doesn't know.
Yeah, the observer missed it, and it still can't see it, guys. You can't see it on screen, but the observer is still there. Now knows that one of the bunkers is salvaged. If JYP would have known that the bunkers were salvaged, I think he would immediately have attacked.
Now, as a result, not only does Hack get those minerals back, but he's totally safe here. He still is able to capitalize on the extra base he's had for so long. He's starting a third command center.
Now it's fine. He has the medivacs out there. He has Marauders. He has the +1 attack upgrade in a few seconds. Also the combat shield. But yeah, JYP had a timing there that he did not know of because he had no clue that those bunkers were salvaged. He could have just walked up the ramp and take down a lot of Hack's economy, killed those SCVs and the army, maybe even won the game there. But he had no clue. So right now he's just relying on his 2 bases that he has. The harvester count is in favor of Hack. He also has the mules. He has a strong force out on the map and gets a 3rd base now.
Now the base is it's done now. Well, so 90% now. Hack is trying to find an angle of attack, and this drop is going to be totally shut down. But he may be able to pick off some zealots with his units on the low ground. This is a great way to use it to value your advantage. But the force field here is pretty good, and he defends everything really well, and JYP takes a supply lead here.
Takes a supply lead, but in upgrades he is already behind. He is now starting his +1 attack upgrade, he's getting the Twilight Council, and Hack has his tech. He has the starport for the medivacs. He's starting with the Vikings, now that he realizes that he is going to face Colossi. And this is definitely an issue for JYP. On the other hand, he was behind against Alive and came back into the game. So you can really see that in the later stages of the game, he's playing an awesome match against Terran.
He knows how to take the engagements, and he certainly has so far. Now remember, on Tomb Valley, the choke point next to the 3rd base is always important. If the Terran player has the concave on the other side, you'll never be able to go through there. Hack is not trying to use this, though. He's actually just continuing to attack with the natural. He wants to put pressure on there instead. And this is a massive drop. He's actually got 5 dropships here. Not all of them are full.
And he is in vision of the Observer. The Observer that JYP uses, he knows what's coming and immediately is trying to move to the low ground. He has to deal with this in the main base, though. There are a few Stalkers. Is he going to commit?
Better not. There's Colossi here, man, and he's starting to down your medivacs and Stalkers. This is not going to be a good trade at all. Plus, his 2nd army wave is out of position, but the way that JYP is engaging this is not going to allow him to pick those units off.
The 3rd base is being attacked, and he will have to cancel here, so Hack is able to deny the 3rd for now, which is awesome. That is really important. The drop is not done just yet. He's just using the high and low ground to his advantage here.
Yeah, this is really actually nicely done by Hack. I thought he was going to get totally crushed there with this drop, but all the zealots of JYP got stuck behind each other.
The key here is that he killed the Stalkers, and with the Stalkers out of the equation, you could really see that the dropships were not in danger anymore, so he could just drop on the bottom, on the high ground, and Hack takes the 3rd base, takes a supply lead, is ahead in upgrades, is getting double upgrades now, is getting the Ghost Academy, is getting 3 SCVs at a time. He is in a brilliant position.
He killed Army and a Nexus. I mean, he's in an excellent position now. If you just look at the supplies, it really shows. Look at the income here as well, on screen. About 1,000 more minerals per minute when the mules are active. 152 supply to 100 supply. Army supply 89 to 58. And I think Hack with these Vikings is just saying, sorry man, you've got Storm, but I don't think you have enough energy on those Templar. We'll see.
Hack does not want to make the mistake that Alive made when he waited too long, gave his opponent a choice. He needs to be careful that he doesn't do overzealous here, but so far he is playing this really well. He dodges the storm a little bit, and now suddenly he's overwhelming his opponent. JYP is losing everything here. The 2nd Immortal dies, he's spawning down in supply. GG. JYP loses another game and is now at 2 losses and only 1 win.
Really well played. Taking that early lead, taking a risk with the bunker. And you know, if it doesn't work out, you cancel. You can salvage maybe. But JYP just basically losing this game because he didn't see the bunker. That was what put him so behind from the start.
Yeah, exactly.
And his drop defense could have been better. He had everything in position, but that choke point that his Zealots funneled through really hurt how he dealt with that. And like you said, he lost all the Stalkers. Then he could just pick up and go away. He also had that 2nd force taking out the Nexus. And when you have a better army supply than your opponent and you have medevacs, you're just going to be able to attack from so many different locations that the Frost player can't deal with everything.
He lost his expansion in the early game, and from this point on, Hack was really far ahead with the bunkies. He was safe at first, and the salvage was not noticed by JYP. JYP is now at 1 win and 2 losses in this up and down group. We are going into the next game though, which is going to be a Terran versus Terran. MMA, who lost earlier to Hyun, is now up against Alive. And for Alive, it's now all or nothing. Alive needs a win. Alive is down 2 games already. He doesn't have a single win. He lost both matches that he played. He lost to JYP and he lost to Hack. If he loses to MMA now, he has no chance of advancing to the S.
And MMA and Alive joking with each other in chat a little bit here. They are playing on Ohana, in fact, as the next map.
Yep, Ohana is going to be the game for our Terran versus Terran. Everything is on the line for Alive right now. Everything. Here they are, the both of them. To the left we have the Fnatic player and the Slayer's Terran to the right. The blue jacket. Alive seems to be in good spirits, even though he's looking at this really tough group situation.
He's got to win this game. And the map Ohana is a great one for Terran versus Terran. I really like this map because it's so positional. Every style has been seen here. We've seen bio, basically pure bio. We've seen the Marine Medic, siege tankless builds on this map. We've seen also just pure mech. Anything is possible. Marine tank compositions. That's my favorite one to watch, Marine Tank versus Marine Tank, because that is all about positioning on this map. The 4th base, can you get up that ramp? Can you hold the watchtowers? Can you even contain your opponent's 3rd base to get in that awesome siege up location? So many different places to control the map here.
The game is about to start. The loading screen is done. We are live with the match on Ohana. MMA up against Alive here at the GSL Up and Downs. Brought to you by Colin Wolf.